Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading. My name is Cassandra Warren, and this is the Calling Your Wild Tarot and Astrology channel. So we are asking the cards today for guidance when it comes to this full moon in Virgo eclipse, and that's right across from your sun sign. It's right across from Pisces. The moon is with the south node, and the sun is with the north node. And also, happy birthday, Pisces. Um, we received the we received quickening and then empowerment. So this is a very Aries card. You can see the ram there and all the red. And this is a very Leo card. You can see the lion, the sunflowers. It made me think of Neptune and Saturn moving into Aries, and I got the sense that you Pisces are kind of feeling the boundary between Pisces and Aries kind of getting a little nebulous, as Neptune likes to do, and you're still very much identifying yourself with Neptune as it is your modern ruler, but it being in Aries, you're almost wearing like an Aries uniform, like an Aries cloak. You're trying it on. You've had Neptune in your sign for so long, and you've, really explored your spiritual gifts and your feelings, your emotion. You may have um, really moved through some healing there, and come on, Kismet. And I think that you're really feeling the fire. Um, we received a lot of fire cards in this reading. Page of Fire, Love, you can see the lion there. Two of Fire. So you're feeling this inspiration, this creative burst of energy. And in the past, when Saturn was in your sign and Neptune was in your sign, you may have felt like you were sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Like it was almost like you were connected to an anchor and it was just holding you at the bottom. And you did a lot of meditation and mindfulness and kind of surrendering to emotions, and you really learned how to move through your emotions and through healing and through grief. And now that Neptune has moved into Aries, I feel like, and Saturn has left your sign. I do get the sense, and I know I personally have felt this shift. It's like you almost are reaching the surface of the water, and we were able to now not only live in that underwater feeling realm, but we're able to feel the heat of the sun and to actually um, participate with the world closer to the sun, and not only in that water realm. We also received, I pulled a couple animal spirit cards, the scarab beetle spirit, and it says magic works through you. And then frog spirit, clear out the clutter. This could be a nod to Carl Jung. So if you enjoy working with archetypes and Carl Jung's work, definitely dive into that. This is usually a sign for me. One of my favorite writers, Clarissa Pinkola Estes, connecting with her work as she kind of really opens the door spiritually for me whenever I read her work. So that could be a sign for me to revisit her stuff. Frog spirit. This one really talks to the moon being with the south node in Virgo, and letting go, sometimes just moving physical things in our environment can revitalize us spiritually. So what are some things in your material realm that you can move around, rearrange, reorganize, or get rid of? What can you kind of release in order to evolve forward? With eclipses, it's always an ending and a beginning. So you're moving through this phase of change, and this Tower card speaks to that change. Definitely can speak to an eclipse that deals with the Pisces Virgo axis. But then we received the 10 of water and the page of water. So and I really liked how this Tower card it looks very similar in element to these water cards. It's a very watery tower. So I think although you are feeling a shift, you're feeling a major change, you're really connecting with your inner child, with your sense of self, your gifts of being a Pisces, of being this very water being, and being able to connect with your joy and um, what makes you you as a Pisces. You're not forgetting that. That's extremely strong within this Pisces eclipse. Like you're reconnecting with your pure essence. There is another story here, I think, of letting go of perhaps trying to control another person or another situation, and finding some patience um, when it comes to trying to provide service for them. So it could have been that you, either a group of people, it could be at your work, it could be a family member, it could be a loved one. It looks like you were in the past trying to protect them and care for them, and that with this eclipse there is a focus more on your own path and your own energy, and you're letting go somewhat of trying to save that person or control that situation. But I think it's not in the vein of you not caring. I think you do get some inspiration or some knowledge, um, where you're able to see the bigger picture, and you're seeing you're seeing suddenly, instead of Pisces is good at seeing the big picture. Pisces is great at connecting to the all, to everything, to God, to source. But I do, because of all this earth energy, I do get the feeling that you're more aware of like earthly time and earthly seasons and earthly change. It's not that you weren't aware of it before, but you were very tapped into like the the source energy before. Now you're seeing it filtered even more through the earthly realm, and understanding the seasons that people have to go through, society has to go through, human the human species as a whole. And you do see a light at the end of the tunnel, um, once they move through this. And so I think you're releasing the need to really protect and control. And I do see, perhaps I'm seeing Neptune come through strongly. Oftentimes, Neptune for me, you really want to, when Neptune's coming through strongly, you really want to convince others to see what you see. And I am getting that Pisces is not so concerned with helping others see their vision, and they're just pulling back somewhat and reconnecting with uh, their their path, their goals, their steps forward, their desires, and understanding that following that path will they'll still be able to provide and to heal, um, and to be of service to others, but that will be a progression. Like they'll be able to do that even stronger, even better, if they allow others to walk their own paths, and Pisces learns to walk their path. So the Serenity Prayer is definitely something coming up that you may want to revisit and connect with. There is an idea of letting go that which we cannot control. So to wrap things up, I just want to pull one more Spirit Animal Oracle card. What can we learn from this eclipse? What is some medicine that we can hold on to when things get rocky? Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. So that again is revisiting that idea of what is divinely inspiring you. What visions do you have that you want to walk towards, that you feel the urge to move towards, that requires your commitment and your attention? Like what kind of detail are you able to focus on right now? What material projects do you feel pulled towards or anchored to, that speak to your Piscean spirit and speak to the helper in you? How can you become a stronger helper by, I know it's cliche, but by putting on your oxygen mask first, and you following your path will absolutely inspire others to follow their paths as well. All right, Pisces, I hope that was resonated with somebody, and I am wishing you well during this eclipse, and I will see you on the other side. Bye.